shorty, what your name is? Do you have a man? Who you came with?
Well, welcome back, y'all. Street Academy Podcast, where we keep one foot in the academy and one foot in the streets. Um, uh-oh. Yeah. So this is a mini-sode by me. Generally, my mini-sodes are with somebody. I usually like to do interviews and stuff like that. I actually had one or two set up, but things happen. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to do something by myself. I generally don't. I'm actually more nervous doing this by myself, just talking to you all, talking to the microphone or whatever. I'm actually better when I have people and I can kind of like bounce off energy and like ask questions, answer questions. So this is just like super vulnerable for me. I'm very, very uncomfortable right now. And the fact that I'm gonna record this, I didn't prepare. I was like, all right, how can I like prepare and like have main points and organize this? And I was like, let me just record. I know what I'm gonna talk about, but I was like, let me just record and just talk. And I hope it comes out good. I hope it makes sense. I hope you all like it. And I hope you all feel it, or if you don't like what I'm about to say, leave a comment. If you do, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But yeah, today I want to talk about a little bit about fatherhood. And Father's Day weekend is this weekend. This will be up on Father's Day, as well as Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth to everybody. And I know a whole lot of fathers. I could have interviewed fathers. We've done that before. I'll probably do that again later on. Interview fathers, talk about what it's like to be a father, all different types of things. But what I wanted to do this time, I just kind of wanted to talk about something that's been on my heart. Um, and we've kind of talked about it in the past. I think I talked about it a little bit on the last Father's Day episode, the one that I did with a brother by the name of Anthony Roy and another one, Wafis Jenkins. And we might have talked a little bit about this topic, but I don't know if we really went into it in depth. And so I just want to kind of talk about this, something that's just kind of been on my mind when it comes to fatherhood. And it's this idea of and actually making me think about myself as a son and if I have ever contributed this way to my father. But the idea of fatherhood being something that is, I guess, taken for granted sometimes. um so so I have a daughter, right? And I love my daughter. My daughter loves me. We have a lot of fun together. I can be a disciplinarian, so I like to make sure she on point with hers. But in general, I'm a pretty easygoing dad. But one of the things that often annoys me about being a father is every time she's with me, every time she's always like literally as soon as she sees me, hey daddy, where's mommy? When am I going to see mommy again? I want to talk to mommy. Like, like as soon as she sees me, right? And I'm glad that my daughter loves her mother. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad she loves her mother. I'm glad that her mother is a good mother. And I'm glad that they have a close relationship. That's very important because a lot of daughters don't have close relationships with their mothers. A lot of daughters have mothers that may have abandoned them or weren't in their lives. So I'm blessed to have, to have somebody who is a good mother to our child. So I don't want to take that for granted. And I remember actually, if you're not following her, what is her name? Like what? So, well, I know her as Sharona Drake from Oakwood, but I forgot what her name is on IG, but she has a lot of followers. She talks a lot about, gentle parenting and, parenting and things like that. And I remember one um TikTok she uploaded, she talked about that same thing about how, she was with um her son's well her son and her son's father. I mean, her son was always asking for his father all the time, and it was kind of annoying her, and she was talking about, looking at it from the perspective of being glad that that your child is in a safe place, to the fact that they would always want to be around the other parent, because there are so many children who are not in safe places when they're with, another parent or whatever. So again, I just want to clarify by saying that I am appreciative of that. At the same time, it still upsets me. And I've been looking for help for this for a long time because and I remember talking to one of my homeboys last year about it, and he helped me, but he kind of didn't. He was like, I don't really get no better. Like it, I've been dealing with it for a long time. You know what I mean? And they just always want to go to mommy, no matter how much work you put in. They always ask for mommy. They always, you know no matter what you do, no matter how much money you spend, no matter how much time you put in with them, it seemed like the kids just always want to be around mommy, always want to show all that love and that appreciation to mommy. And it's like, man, like, I don't know. I'd be jealous a little bit sometimes. Again, my daughter tells me she loves me. My daughter told me she loved me last night. Like, we were just laying down randomly. I ain't even have to say it first. Usually I have to say it first. Randomly, I was laying down. She wanted to lay down with me. I was like, all right, fine. She lay down with me, and she was just like, Daddy, I love you. And I was like, I love you too. And I like when she do it and she don't, it is not like prompted. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so um, but yeah, like, I know she does, and I appreciate that, but it gets so annoying, and I stopped trying to fight it. I was trying to fight it at one point, like, why you always asking for your mama? Da, da, da. But I didn't want to come off like I'm trying to like keep her from her mama. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to that effect, or trying to keep her from talking. I want to nurture a good relationship with her and her mother, but I don't know. It has been like something to me, like, man, like, as soon as you see me, can I get some love? Can I get a little bit of daddy? How was your day? I appreciate you. Thank you for taking me out. Look at her. She walking in here right now. Thank you. I appreciate you. Whatever. I'm talking about as soon as she sees me. When am I gonna see mommy? When am I gonna talk to mommy? When am I gonna da, 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 da? And I'm just like, oh, and it hurt me it's like a dagger every single time. And she do it all the time. So I don't know. But so then I started thinking, I was like, well, I wonder if my dad ever put up with that. You know what I'm saying? I think about my dad, and my dad, and I probably go more into detail about, me and my dad, and, relationship over the years and all that other kind of stuff, as time progresses. But my dad was and is a good dad. He was especially a really good provider, and that was kind of his way of showing love, by making sure like everybody was taken care of. And um and my dad worked really hard. If there's any characteristic I could say about my pops, is that he instilled in me a very strong work ethic, and I saw his work ethic. My dad worked hard, so I work very hard. I probably don't work as hard as he does. I did maybe at one point, but um I probably don't. But that's because I try to work like smarter, not harder. And now he's at that stage too, where he be working smart, not hard. He be like, I ain't giving all these people all this hard work no more. So, but very, very hard worker, and that's where I get it from, because I put in that work with anything that I do. So that was my dad. You know what I'm saying? He worked hard. There was 2 and 3 jobs he would hold down at a time. I'm gonna put up a post on my Instagram, but it was not uncommon for me to see my dad, for me to take a bus to my grandmother's house. Then my dad would come to my grandmother's house and pick me and my little sister up, and I would watch him try to get maybe an hour or two of sleep before he got to get up and go to his second job. And then after his second job, he would go to his third job, and then my mother would pick me and my sister up from his third job and take us home and get us ready for bed. And then that happened for years and years and years and years and years. And that was my dad. He put in that work, you know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of things that occurred. He sometimes missed a lot of stuff or whatever because he was working and all of that. But I didn't realize how much he was actually taking care of things because he was working so hard. And a lot of the things he was doing, I think I probably missed because for at least for me, a lot of my day-to-day interaction and I guess probably even a lot of my emotional interaction was with my mother. So I didn't really see a lot of what he was doing in the back of everything. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so and I mean he got Father's Day presents, and I told my dad I love him, same way my daughter does me. Told him I love him. I would give him Father's Day gifts. I would give him something for his birthday. I did those things. But now looking back, maybe I did show my mother more attention or more appreciation than I did my father. I don't think it was on purpose. I just think that's just kind of what I did or what happened. Um, but I do recall one time where I was graduating from college, from undergrad, and I remember I had on my robe, and under my robe was a shirt, and the shirt was written in like little kids' letters, like a little kid wrote it, and it said, "My mommy thinks I'm special." Right? I don't know why I thought that shirt was like cool or whatever, but I remember wearing that, not thinking nothing of it. Both my parents was at my graduation. Both of them was proud of me for graduating and all this. And but then I remember, but now I look back on it and I was like, and I can't remember in terms of people who I thanked. I'm pretty sure I thanked both of them, but I oftentimes will kind of put more of the thanks and appreciation and recognition of the sacrifice on my mother, you know. And that's because maybe my mother was a little bit more vocal about maybe certain things that she did, or I just kind of saw it and really didn't see in the background a lot of things that my dad was doing. And so now that I look back on my life, I think about, man, how much did I maybe direct, well, not directly, but indirectly kind of ignore my dad for years and years and years and years and years. And it didn't necessarily stop him from doing certain things. It didn't stop him from making certain sacrifices because he just did what he had to do, you know, because he was a father. Um, and I remember that's what my homeboy told me when I talked to him last year. He was like, man, and my uncle also told me as well. He was like, being a father can be a thankless job where you have to do a lot of things over and over and over and over and over, and not necessarily always see immediate results of it. It's just it's just what it is. And it doesn't feel good. It don't make it any easier, but you still got to do it. You have to do it because you're a father. You know what I'm saying? Because that is, that's what you have to do, not necessarily because you're always going to get immediate gratification from it. Um, and so I understand that, and I try to keep that in mind. It's still difficult. It's still difficult sometimes. It gets annoying sometimes. And I don't even think the lack of immediate gratification is a problem as much, if my daughter didn't say thank you a whole lot, or even if she didn't say I love you a whole lot or whatever. Like I think I'll be okay with that. But I think it's the extra of not only not saying thank you a whole lot or not showing a whole lot of gratification, but it's the yeah, you're here, but it's almost like I don't want to be here with you. I would rather be with mommy. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Um, and it's like, man, like I go through a lot to be here with you, and she doesn't know, and she's not gonna know a lot of things, and there's a lot of things about it, about my situation with her that she probably won't know until she's much older. So I'm not expecting her to know everything or appreciate everything. But I just be like, God, can you just tell her to stop? Stop saying that all the time. At least wait 2 minutes when you get in the car with me. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of like, enjoy this time with us. And I don't know. And it's been, oh goodness, it's all the time. And like I said, she's not saying it because I don't think she really hates being with me or being around me, because we really do have a lot of fun together. We make a lot of memories together. Um, she's laughing, or chilling more than I'm fussing at her or anything like that. So it's not that I'm even fussing at her or disciplining her a whole lot. It's just always, always, always. And it'd be hurting my feelings. It'd be hurting my feelings. And when I talked to my homeboy, he was like, bro, I feel you. My feelings be hurt too. It's a lot of dad's feelings be hurt out here, man. He was like, and I was shocked because this coming from a guy he don't show like emotions like that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, my feelings be hurt because man, my son do it all the time. And I just be like, man, I'm going through so much to try to make you happy and make you want to be around me, man. This is just killing me. And it's like just to come and be like, I don't do with you. Nah, where my mom at? Where whoever at? Where whoever at? And and I don't want to say like, oh, there's so many dads that's not doing anything. You should be excited. Nah, I don't really like that approach because just because there's other dads that may not be doing what they're supposed to do. Um, I mean, regardless, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna do it, but and not only because I'm supposed to, because I really genuinely enjoy being a father. I enjoy being a father to my child. My child is dope. She's a lot of fun. But yeah, I just don't know if she feels the same way about me. Um, so yeah, it gets annoying. But I have to think about, but it's also making me feel like maybe I'm getting back what I put out, you know. Maybe I did the same thing to my dad, and you know, and it's really showing, it's really testing that unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought unconditional love was really tested through like a relationship, like a marriage, or but and I understand kind of how unconditional love is tested through a child for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're babies and they really can't give you anything back. But now I'm really starting to see from a father to a to a child, unconditional love is really tested because it's not even that you're not getting anything back, it's that you're almost getting the opposite. You're almost getting like you're putting out all this love and all this attention and all this trying, and it's like almost kind of like rejection a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Constant rejection over and over and over. And that hurt, man. That hurt. I don't think it's like straightforward rejection. I don't want to make it seem like my daughter's just like, I hate you, dad. I don't ever want to be around you. She's not saying that. But, it's just it's almost like this kind of passive it's not active rejection. It's like this passive rejection. And yeah, I don't know. It be hurting my feelings, y'all. So I mean, I'm again, I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of her. I'm appreciative of, her and her mother and they have a good relationship and all of that. And I don't know, it's just something that's just been on my mind. If I'm tripping, then maybe I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I just need to shake it off or whatever. But it was just something that was on my mind. And since it was my mini so and all my interviews and stuff got canceled, pushed away, didn't show up or whatever, I was like, you know what, I gotta put out some content anyway. So let me talk about this thing that's been on my mind. So decided to do it. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Y'all let me know if I'm not, if I'm being too sensitive. Maybe I am. I'm a Gemini. I'm super sensitive, right? So Gemini's we sensitive, Tupac, Andre 3000, Prince, Kendrick Lamar, they all make very sensitive but very dope music. Um, Venus Williams, very sensitive when she's on the court, but very dope. So, we are geniuses, but we are very sensitive people. Um, so yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm being sensitive, but that's kind of the ups and downs of being a father. Um, I do think though that society is getting better about appreciating fathers. Um, I know I think we talked about that a while back, or we talked about that in that last Father's Day episode about, does society appreciate fathers as much as mothers? And I mean, I think it's clear that, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was at church today, and the lady called me, like the usher, and I went to her. She gave me a gift, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I guess they was giving out Father's Day. Oh, here come my daughter right now. What's up? What you want? I'm almost done, and then I'll be out there. Okay, or you can stay right here if you want to. You want to watch that? Okay, wait till I'm done with this, and then I'll let you know. She want to watch her tablet. See, she come to me when she wants stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's my baby. So yeah, so the usher was like, "Oh, here, we giving out Father's Day gifts to the fathers." I was like, "Okay, well, thank you." And so then she went and gave some other fathers some stuff, and then she walked past me again. I was in church. And she was like, "Y'all are so funny." She said, "On Mother's Day, mothers be walking in here like expecting a gift. Like, where's my gift? I know I'm getting my gift. Where's my Mother's Day gift?" And she's saying fathers be walking in here and they be like, "I'm getting a gift." Because we don't expect nothing. And we kind of laugh, but that hit me. We really don't. We don't expect a whole lot. And maybe it's because a lot of times, I think in general, we don't give a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Um, Again, I'm not talking about each specific family or person. I was talking to one friend. She said they actually go super, super big for their dad for Father's Day. I know my dad, I tried to get him a Father's Day gift, and there's nothing I could get him because literally over the years, my dad has always gotten some of the best presents in the family because we always try to give him the best we can because my dad is a good dad. So we always, whatever he asks for, we all, no matter how expensive it is, we trying to make it happen. So he's the only person in our family we can't shop for because he literally has everything. And a lot of stuff we done got him is like in the expensive stuff in like his closet somewhere in the back. So I don't want to pay for nothing that, you know what I'm saying, he just back there collecting dust, you know what I'm saying, wasting my money. But yeah, like he got a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's more than just getting him something for father or getting father something for Father's Day. It's more than just getting them something for that. But I think a general social acceptance of fathers and Black fathers, I think there's still a disconnect there. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about the individual, but in general. And I think that's why she gets that response from dads like, "Whoa, I didn't even know y'all recognize what we do or value that to the point where y'all would get us a gift." We oftentimes forget that stuff. And mothers be like, I want my Mother's Day gift. I know it's coming. So I thought that was interesting. I think society is doing better though. I see like father-daughter dances that, companies will put together, and I see, whole cities like will be like, "Hey, we're doing a big Father's Day thing for all the fathers." And that's not something I saw a lot growing up. And I'm seeing that more and more. So so that's good. And I'm glad that we're doing better. I still think there's a disproportion with Mother's Day and mothers, but I think we are doing better as a society. And yeah, I just want to salute the dads, man. I want to salute all the fathers, all the different types of fathers out there. Married fathers, single fathers, stepfathers, foster fathers, mentor fathers, dog fathers, fathers to, uncles, big brothers, any type of fathering that you're doing, male teachers, like just any type of father, showing you love, showing you appreciation, talking about this. I don't know, maybe you've experienced the same thing I'm experiencing from your child. You know, maybe you like, man, I'm glad somebody said something because I be feeling the same way. Like I say, my homeboy told me that I ain't even know. And we've been cool for a minute. So I don't know. Maybe you as a dad have kind of felt like, man, why you not just not appreciating, but you rejecting me all the time, you know? So I don't know, maybe this was a good space to talk about it, but that's my mini soul, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much. What y'all think? Leave a comment. Let me know. Yeah, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if y'all got some ideas on what I could do to help my daughter not always want to not be with me. Um, or at least not say it all the time. At least like hold it in. I don't know. We'll see. But I appreciate her. My daughter's super cool. She dope. And yeah, she trying to learn how to be a daughter. I'm trying to learn how to be a father. We trying to learn this thing together. So that's what it is. Anyway, it's been another mini Soul Street Academy podcast. Where we keep one foot in the academy and one foot in the street zeets. Peace.
That got their feet upon the neck of the haters, the game and the devil like came in.